Welcome, Leo. So this is a three-part reading. The first part is the highlight of your new year. The second part is your relationship, your love in 2025, and the third part is wealth in 2025. So happy new year to you, my loving Leos. Now let's see what the highlight for you in this year is going to be like. What is happening with Leos in year 2025? How is the year going to be like? Spirit guides, angels, please help me figure out, will help me find out how the Leos are going to be in the year 2020. Oh wow, there is going to be some balance in your life, or something is hidden from you. The universe, the angels do not want to tell you that right now, but we have three major arcanas and some good news over. Oh my god, four major arcanas. Yeah, so this year is going to be a big shift, a big move for you. So if you are trying to move, to a new country, to a new location, to something, a new place, this is happening. This year is when it's happening for sure. Till now, things are hidden from you. So maybe it's not very clear how it's going to happen, or things look like they are not going to happen for you till now. But you are being called to be patient right now. Patient and let go all the fear, let go all the pain, let go all the anger, frustration, doubts you have in your mind regarding that move, and you're being called to believe, trust in God, trust in divine. You're also being told to take care of all what is needed officially. So maybe if this is I'm clearly seeing someone moving to a new country, so I'm talking about that, but maybe that is not your reading, so hold on, I'll come to your message. So if you are trying to move to a new country, or maybe a new company also, like a new job, make sure all the paperwork, all the official documents, everything is in place, everything is taken care of, because some things are still hidden from you. Maybe you're not aware of some requirement, or you're not very sure about what is needed and all. So do your research. Nowadays you get all the information on internet, and if you're not getting it on the internet, then maybe go to a consultant, like someone who can help you figure it out. So get all this clarity, what needs to be taken care of, what documents, what permissions, what approvals are needed for you to make the move. If it is your work environment also, like your work thing, like you're leaving one company and moving to a new company, make sure that you're fulfilling the notice period, whatever the requirement is when you leave. So make sure you're fulfilling everything. Make sure that there will be no problem later on, once at the stage where you're moving out, or where it's the transfer is happening. Be very clear that everything, all the loose ends are taken care of. That is what the first suggestion is. Second suggestion, if this is not your situation, you're not moving anywhere, you're not changing companies, you're not changing countries, you're not changing your cities, anything, then still there is some new hope, new opportunity, a new message, a new mail which is going to come to you, which is going to help you realize what actually is beneficial for you, what is not. It's going to help you make some decisions. Sit still also in some situation, like maybe is for example, you have invested money in some company or some stocks or something, so you are being called to be patient. You will know the right time to get out of it, right time to sell it. So patience is something which you will have to keep in this year. So maybe something felt unfair for you, something felt like this should have been done in a different way, but don't worry, things will unfold in a way which you can't see right now, but things are moving, moving in the right direction, and you will get that approval, you will get that karma also, justice also, if you are looking for that. The Hierophant is also a marriage card, so this can be a marriage thing also, that you are getting married, and because of the marriage you're moving to some new location or some new place, or maybe even in the same city you're moving to a new house or something. So that can also be your situation. So there is some kind of information which is going to come in, which is going to help you make that decision. So that information will come as this was the first card which came out, it will come in the beginning of the year, actually very big, and at the end of the year you will be out of You'll be out of whatever the problem is, whatever the pain is, whatever that change you want to do, you will be on the other side. And this is going to be a big change. It's the tower is over here, showing that whatever your life was so far, it's going to be drastically different. So this happens when you move to a different house or different city, different country, or a different company also. Maybe a all new career is starting over here. Maybe you're leaving maybe your college life and entering the work life. So it's going to be a whole new world for you, a very different world. That is why we have this tarot tower over here, where your past life is ending and a new beginning, a fresh new start is happening. But there are two suggestions for you. One suggestion, be very patient, be very calm, don't react to anything. Like you're Leo, you're a fire signs, but still Leo are the sweetest fire signs. They're the most emotional, the most loving fire signs over there. So I do feel like you're being called out to be that, like be understanding. If any things are going wrong or things are not clear to you yet, have patience, because you will learn about it, you will understand about it. And the second suggestion is that keep all your documents, all your requirements ready, start working on them right now. So maybe you always wanted to move to a different country or move to a new company, and you don't see that happening right now. There is no such kind of things happening in your life. But once you start taking care of the requirements, like I'm not saying that you go and like buy a ticket or something, but you can at least maybe if you don't have a passport, you can apply for a passport, or maybe you can start saving money, or maybe you can start, if you're moving to a country which speaks in another language, starts learning the language. So this kind of changes you can do in your life right now, which shows the universe or that you're ready for the move. And it helps you manifest it faster. It sees that, okay, this person is putting in efforts, okay, we are this person believes that it's going to happen, and whatever you believe will come true. So if right now you're believing that it's never going to happen, I'm not lucky enough, it will not happen with me, if that is your belief, then that is what will come true at the end of the year. But if you try to change that slowly, because its page is a small card over here, so if you're trying to slowly make that change, make those changes, I do see you walking away from all the negative thoughts, all the negative beliefs, and whatever the circumstances are, and I do see you changing your life for good, a beginning, a fresh new beginning, a new life, a new change. But it will happen at the end of later in the year, end of the year. Right now you're just getting the message, and till the middle of the year you're not going to be very clear. Every big change is going to happen after June for you. Things are going to start shifting. So till June you might find it a bit boring, you might find it bit nothing is happening, there is no change in my life, new year old me, you might feel that way. But then the rest of the year, like after July, second half of the year is going to take you by surprise. You will learn many things, you will understand many things, new opportunities, something new will come up, maybe some new position, or maybe a marriage proposal or something is going to happen, and you're going to just move forward. If you are in a place where arranged marriages are a reality, like you can get married through an arranged marriage, then that is what I'm seeing over here. If that is not your situation, you don't want to get through an arranged marriage, still marriage can be possible for you in this year, or you at least the talk or marriage, or at least moving towards that location or that place or that country where you're going to get married, or even the company. So many times this happens, right? You join a new company, then you meet someone in that company and you get married to that person. So that might also happen with you. So marriage is also what I'm seeing. But I'm not saying that you're going to get married in the year itself. I'm saying that you're moving towards that, towards the marriage. So these are what the messages I'm getting for your highlights. I'm going to do the love in part 2 and wealth in part 3. So please check those messages also. Thank you again for being here. I'll see you in my next one. Welcome, Leo. So today we are doing the part 2 of this 2025 readings. So we are going to see your love life in 2025. So I do see marriage for you in the highlights. This was the cards which came up in the highlights. If you have not seen the highlights video, there are some important messages for you. Please check it out. So this was the card which came out for you, which shows marriage for me. So I'm getting a very strong sense that some kind of legal commitment or some kind of marriage or some kind of very strong commitment, if marriage is not what you want, a very strong commitment is there in your life, in this in your future. And I do feel that it will happen either in 2025 or it's going to happen like the start of it, that start of that relationship or start of that move is going to happen in 2025. So there were very strong messages about you moving to a new location or something like that, or a new company or something like that. Please check that out. Now we are going to go and see what oracle suggestions or oracle messages are for you in this year 2025. Part 2. The past is now behind you. Release it and embrace new possibility. A new path is now available to you. Follow it with faith. So look at this beautiful card which shows these angels with heart over here. So yes, this card is about the tarot, about the tower. It's about the 8 of cups over here. It is telling me that till now maybe you were not very clear, not very sure, because somehow, somewhere in the either deep inside your heart or somewhere back of the mind, you're still holding on to the past, and it's not easy to let go the past. I know it very well. I have been through this. Many people I deal with or many people I have coached have been through this, and it's very hard to release the pain. If it was some kind of heartbreak or something like that, it's very hard to release, let go. Many people cannot do it for years, even decades, and they stay stuck. So you need a very powerful release to let that happen, to let that change happen. And once that is done, once you release that, once you walk away from that pain, I do see a new life, a new path, a new beginning for you, and follow it with faith. So this is going to happen in the second half of the year. Second half of the year, you will be able to overcome this pain or something. Till then, maybe something is still hidden from you. Till then, maybe something is still your subconscious mind is still holding on to the pain. So this doesn't happen overnight. It will take you some time, but the more work you do, the faster it will happen. So if you start doing all the release rituals, or if you start actually focusing on what you can do to let go the past, to bring more balance in your life, I do feel like you can overcome it faster also. Right now, as I'm studying your energy, I do see that happening in the second half of your life of this year. So this card was your first suggestion. So let me tell you some powerful release rituals. You can do the forgiveness exercise, which is Honopono prayer. So you can either say, I'm sorry, please forgive me, thank you, I love you. Even if you feel like you were not at fault, the other person was at fault, but still forgiveness exercises so that you can release yourself from this pain. You can release this, you can let it go, and you can be free from this pain. So the cups over here is all your emotions, but these are empty cups, but you're still holding on to them, and it's not actually letting you move forward. It's very heavy for you to carry this and go forward. So what you need to do is you need to drop these cups, drop this extra emotion, this extra burden, so that you can move forward. And you can either do the Honopono prayer, or you can write. This is something which one person who came to me for a reading, it's actually she's close to me, and this person went through a very devastating heartbreak, and it was important for her to release. So what I suggested to her was that you can write a letter to this person. You don't have to give them the letter, you just have to write it, pour out your heart, whatever you went through, whatever the pain you're feeling, pour it out and write it in that letter. Just keep on writing as much as you can, and if you're crying when you're writing, then yeah, it's working, you're releasing for sure. So once you finish whatever you want to say to this person on the paper, then what you need to do is you need to burn this paper. So it is best if you do it under the full moon. It's really good if you do it under the full moon. But if full moon is long and you don't have time to, you don't want to wait that long, you can do it any night also. But please be very careful when you're doing it. Don't hurt yourself or don't hurt anyone else also. Be very careful when you're burning this. Be very careful. And when you're burning it, say a small prayer. I am you can either say Honopono prayer, I'm sorry, please forgive me, thank you, I love you, or you can say that universe, divine, whoever you believe in, Lord this, Lord that, whoever you believe in, God, whoever you believe in, thank you for helping me let go this. I now and forever release this from my life. So you can say first thank you, gratitude to the divine, to the higher self, and then say that I now let go. You're making this very clear. You're announcing it. You're making it clear that this is what I have done. I've let it go. This doesn't affect me anymore. So it might not happen the first time you do this exercise. So take a break and do it again. But once you start feeling like it doesn't affect you that much, you don't cry that much, you don't feel the pain anymore, you will know that you're cured. You will know that this has worked for you. So this is the second ritual I'll tell you. Then there are some those rituals where you break the cord and all, but I won't suggest you doing that. I do it for many people, but I won't suggest you doing that. Just these two are good enough right now. And you don't have to actually talk with this person. You can ignore them, and you can just try to remove them from your memories. Like, they don't deserve that space in your memories also. Do that. If it was a tragic loss, because some people do go through that as well, that this person is no more, it's a tragic loss. If that is the situation, then you can still write a letter to them. Obviously you're going to be very loving and caring, and you're going to tell them how you miss them and all. You can still write a letter to them, and you can burn them, or you can maybe go to where they are maybe buried, or where their ashes are, or whatever reminds you, or maybe near their photograph. You can write a letter and keep it behind their photograph, in between the photograph and the frame space. You can keep it there. You can tell them that you love them and you are so glad that they have moved to a higher life, or a better life. They have moved on to a better life. Their pain or their whatever they went through is not there in their life anymore. So handle it as per your situation. But mostly the situation is a breakup, a painful breakup. That is why I'm giving that advice first. Let's see what more we can find out about your situation, Leos. Oh my god, the cards are just like jumping everywhere. It's a beautiful card, a beautiful person. Maybe this is what you're going to attract. Someone who has a very lot of sharp features, lot of beauty. Like it can be a man or a woman, whoever you're interested in, but that person is going to have a very attractive face. Don't make decisions based on guilt or what you think you should do, for it's only in being true to yourself that you can be true to others. So this is something we all struggle with. We just think that I need to do the right thing, or this is what is right, or I need to take the higher road and all. But then we keep feeling bad. We keep feeling like, oh, I was stupid, I didn't do the right, I didn't take care of myself. So don't get trapped in that situation. Take a while. You have patience card over here. So sit still for a while. Try to understand what your higher self, what your inner self wants to guide you, and do that. Don't make immediate decisions. This is going to take some time. So don't jump into anything. But I do feel that there is definitely a very positive shift in your life in the second half of the year. So don't worry, things will go well things will happen in your favor. Don't worry. There is not enough attraction or chemistry to keep this relationship going. So this might be the past relationship which you had to let go. Unrequited love and attraction. I do feel like you're going to find someone very attractive, or at least who you find attractive. you find this person attractive. You attract romantic love by enjoying this moment fully. So there is another suggestion coming up for you, Leo pile, where you need to actually believe that you are attractive, and you need to start taking care of yourself. Now, what will you do if you have the most attractive partner in your life? Sorry, like your partner is very beautiful, very good looking, very handsome, whatever, very attractive. So will that encourage you to take care of yourself as well? So what your life will be once you are with this very attractive person who you will find attractive? Start doing that right now. Start believing that, hey, I'm attractive, my person is attractive, we make a beautiful power couple, and I'm very blessed, I'm beautiful. And start seeing yourself in that light, start seeing your future in that life, and it will manifest, it will unfold for you. So this is what I have for your love reading, Leo. Do check out part 3 for wealth and part 1 for highlights. Thank you again for being here. I'll see you in my next one. Welcome, Leo, to part 3 of your 2025 reading. So today we are going to check wealth of your in this year for you in 2025. So this was your highlights, your reading, which was part 1. Then I did part 2, which was love, and now we are seeing wealth. So I do see a big change in your life at the end of this year. In the second half, this major change is going to unfold. Please check out pile number 1, the part 1, which is your highlights. So when it comes to your wealth, I do feel like you're either going to move to a new location, like a new country or a new city, which will be more suitable for you, but it's going to change your life drastically. Or it can also be a new company as well. So even if you move to a new company, staying in the same place, staying in the same house, but you're moving to a new company, that will also change your life for good. So there is some major change which is happening, which will take some kind of legal requirement. So moving to a new company, obviously you have to give in the paperwork, right? In the old company, you have to submit, they have to release you, and then you have to give your paperwork to the new company with whatever, the drill. So that some kind of paperwork. Even if you're moving to a new country, obviously there's a ton of paperwork where you get to see the visa and the whatever is needed, whatever the permissions, whatever is you need to clear before you move to that country. So there is some kind of movement, some kind of paperwork which is going to take care. Even if it's a new business you're starting, I do feel like there will be a lot of paperwork involved, like registering the business, taking bank loan, or having a partner, whatever that business is. So any kind of employees, having contracts with employees, having contracts with vendors, with suppliers, whatever those contracts are. So there's going to be a ton of paperwork, which all is going to happen in the second half of the year. So I do see you moving out of something which did not serve you anymore, which was not working for you. Maybe you were not getting the kind of income you always wanted in that old place, and moving towards something which will drastically change your life. So however your life is right now, it's not going to be same at all. At the end of the year, you're going to step into something which will look very different, feel very different, make you maybe more confident, make you more aware, which will take some study, take some research, take some paperwork, takes this kind of approvals or something like that. Maybe you will also have to deal with government or deal with some kind of authority when you do this business or this new shift, new work, or whatever this you're moving forward towards. So you are already aware of this. Maybe you're going to get a message about this, you're going to get some confirmation, some mail regarding this. You're not very sure if this is because this mail or this message doesn't feel big enough, doesn't feel like, okay, this might not happen, it's a good idea but it may never happen. But the universe or the divine guide is the spirit guides, they're telling you to have patience. It's going to move forward. Things are not clear to you yet, but they are moving forward for sure. So let's see what the fairies have to say. The angels have to say. Then we'll look at the fairies as well. So we got open your heart, Archangel Chamuel. Thank you, Chamuel, for removing the barriers around my heart. So the reason it's not unfolded in front of you anymore, because you still have this fear, or you still don't want to let go what you think is a comfort zone, or is you think that maybe I will not get a better job than this, maybe I will not be able to do the business, maybe this will never happen, maybe I will never write that book. So there is some kind of fear, some kind of doubt, self-doubt, hesitation, which is holding you back. And once you open your heart to this new opportunity, new idea, you will definitely see the success, and the universe and the divine or the spirit guides or angels are going to stand by you. So you can pray to Archangel Chamuel to help you find that courage. So heart is not only about, love and romance and all, it's also about, what you're passionate about, when you where you or what you where you find courage or faith. So yes, you're being called to have some faith in yourself and in the divine and in the universe, and have some courage to move forward, because things are definitely going to change. Change is going to happen, but this change will be something which you plan for, which you work on, which accepts. And the miracle of forgiveness. So you have to first forgive yourself, and you have to forgive anyone else you think was holding you back. So many people blame others for whatever reason they are not able to find success. They will blame their parents, they will blame their partner, they will blame someone, the teachers, maybe a boss, maybe a toxic work environment, maybe the government. Someone you are blaming, someone you think that is the reason you're not successful, or you're not where you want to be yet. And you need to forgive this person, forgive this, and stop blaming, because this blame is actually putting you into a negative space, which is making it harder for you to manifest or to achieve what you want to achieve. So you need to let go, stop blaming, be more forgiving, and try to understand a way to overcome this challenge. And that you will learn later in the year, but you are going to learn that, you will going to experience that. So there is definitely light which will be shown, which will shine, and which will help you see what is hidden in the dark, what is you might feel like, I'm not able to see a way out or something like that, but you will definitely find that way out. So Archangel Jermiel is here to help you. Thank you, Jermiel, for helping me understand the process of forgiveness. So once you do that, once you once you forgive, I do feel like things are going to move in the best direction for you. So you also got another card over here which says temptation. So this is the fairies suggestions, or what the fairies want to tell you about your finances. So are you in denial about an unhealthy habit, perhaps one that makes you feel guilty? The fairy says you have the power to overcome temptation, whatever it's guys. So many people, they can't achieve whatever they want to achieve due to some unhealthy habit. So the first thing which is coming into my mind is procrastination. So maybe you are someone who procrastinates, or who just doesn't start because they think it will not work, or it is too much work, or you don't have enough time, or you're not motivated enough, or you're waiting for the first of the new year, or whatever that is. You're being called out on it, and the fairies want you to let go that toxic habit, that negative habit, because it's unhealthy, it's not good for you, it's holding you back, and you know it very well, you're very well aware about it. Now all you need to do is stop feeling guilty, stop making it overwhelm you, stop making feel bad about it, and just start whatever you need to start. So it can be maybe a morning routine, like you can have a nice powerful morning routine which will put you on the right track for the rest of the day, or it can be maybe going to some kind of counseling, some kind of training which will actually help you do that. So time management, or whatever you need to do, whatever you need to learn, it's going to help you come out of that unhealthy habit which is holding you back. And this is only about you, not about anyone else. Even blaming others is an unhealthy habit, but this is all on you. Look in a book. Yes, you can find the solution to this in a book. So if you're not into self-help books, I would highly recommend them. Every successful person on the face of earth reads self-help. So that self-help can be which is directly linked to your work, directly linked to how you make money, or it can be indirectly about soft skills, about believing in yourself and moving forward towards your goals and desires and all. So whatever it is, I would highly recommend you have some self-help books in your house and try reading them, try making a habit about if you don't like reading, you can also go to audiobooks. There are amazing audiobooks out there. These audiobooks are mostly read by the author himself or author herself, and the author actually knows how they will how the tone of that sentence should be, and it feels like this beautiful therapist or this amazing friend is helping you out by the audiobook. So yes, I would highly recommend that. And there is one more suggestion for you. Look in a book. Whatever your question right now, you'll find the answer in a book. The words you find will bring the insight you seek. So whatever is hidden from you, whatever you feel is impossible, you'll find the solution in a book. You can also find the motivation or any kind of help in a book directly by just flipping open a book, whatever the book is. It can be a self-help, it can be a romance novel, whatever it is, even a comic book. You can just flip it open, and the first sentence you see, that might be a suggestion for you. So if you don't see the right sentence right away, if it is not making sense to you, write it down. Maybe it will make sense to you later. Or you can keep doing this in like later on. You can keep doing this and you will find the answer. Like you can maybe flip open the book once in a day and you'll find the answer for whatever you're seeking for. So this is what I have for you, Leo. I hope you enjoyed the reading. Do write whatever sentence you find in the comment section. I would love to know that what sentence the divine wants to tell you. And you could please check out the pile number 1, which was highlights, pile number 2, which was wealth, and part 1, which was highlights, part 2, which was wealth, and part 2, which was relationship, and part 3, this is wealth. Thank you again for being here. I'll see you in my next one.